Good morning all. This is Dr. S. Prince Samuel working as Associate Professor in the Department of Biomedical Engineering at SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. SNS College of Technology is the first Indian institution to implement the design thinking framework in the entire curriculum. In today's class, I am going to discuss about the embedded systems in wearable electronics. The term wearable means it refers to some kind of applications which is related to our human body, because there are a lot of sensors attached to our body to monitor the various parameters of our human body. In order to monitor these kind of parameters, the embedded system plays a very important vital role. The definition for embedded system is nothing but it is nothing but a combination of hardware and software. So this portion becomes the software and this portion becomes the hardware, because they both combine together and do some algorithms and we can get the specified output. Generally, the embedded systems are classified into three different types. One is nothing but the small scale embedded system, medium scale embedded system, and the third one is the large scale embedded system. The small scale embedded system means it is the embedded systems which require about 8-bit processor. The maximum length is about only 8-bit. The medium scale embedded system means it can go up to 16-bit processors. Whereas the third one, the large scale embedded system means it can go up to even 124 or more bits. For example, the digital signal processors, the application specific intelligent circuits, the PLCs, the SCADA, they all come under the large scale embedded system. So these, depending upon our biomedical application, we have to choose which kind of sensor is required. For example, to monitor the heart rate of a person, it is an analog sensor which requires high accuracy to monitor the heart rate of a person very continuously. The second important characteristics of the embedded system is nothing but based on the types, what type of embedded system is required according to our need. So here we classified into two different types. One is the soft real-time system and the second one is nothing but the hard real-time system. The soft real-time system is nothing but the system which fails even though the deadline is not achieved, it does not cause any major damage to the project or to the human body or to any medical device. The second type of embedded system is nothing but hard real-time systems. This size of systems is very important because if the deadline fails, it may lead to fatal. For example, a human may collapse or the device will burst. Like that, a major fatal will happen if the deadline is missed. So this is the most important kind of embedded system, hard real-time embedded systems. So usually we develop the program using the C++ language, that is using the embedded C language. So according to the task defined to our project, we write the embedded codes and embedded it into the microcontroller. The microcontroller nothing but it consists of the input ports and the output ports. These are the physical devices or the sensors which are attached to the microcontroller. They monitor the continuous readings from the sensors, whether it is analog sensor or digital sensor, both they monitor the readings very continuously. The analog to digital conversion takes place inside the controller, as well as if required the digital to analog conversion also takes place inside the microcontrollers. The term ports, input ports and output ports means the ports are used for configuration, that is we connect the external devices within the ports, input ports as well as output ports, depending upon the application. So the entire system is called as the embedded systems. These embedded systems, the data can be transferred through wired mode or wireless mode depending upon our need, depending upon the user need. For example, if you want the, for example, since we are dealing with biomedical applications, if we need to transfer to a particular family doctor or to the particular hospital we are searched, we can use the wireless type mode of communication. So the wireless communication modes depends upon the distance. So if the hospital is near or far, or depending upon the distance, the technology, whether it is a 5D technology or 6D technology or 7D technology or wired mode or wireless modes, depends upon the technology. We have to choose what kind of protocol is needed to transfer the data from one place to another place. The data has to be transferred very secured and very safely because we are dealing with the human body parameters. At a time, there will be hundreds of data received from n number of patients. To identify the data from which patient it is required, it is more important to be more secured. And so based on the data, the doctors can treat the patients accordingly. If any mismatch occurs, it may lead to some kind of disaster. As a whole, we can say the embedded systems in wearable electronics is a vast developing technology to monitor the human parameters at a very instant speed. Thank you.